Sean, we lost an hour today, but still, there's time to go out and enjoy the rest of the day.
I know, I'm always trying to figure that out. All I know is that my clock said something, and I'm like, wait, what time is it really? So anyways, but look at these temperatures today. Boy, right back up where we were yesterday for a lot of areas. Just a little bit of cooling along the central coast, along the beach, as you can see as I flip the switch right here. Look at Paso Robles at 76, Pismo at 71. It's pretty rare indeed when those two cities are so close in temperature-wise in the summertime, and so they can be 40 degrees apart. Ojai, look at that, 85 degrees. San Ynez at 81, just another really toasty day across the area, all because of the offshore flow. More clouds are coming in. We'll go ahead and call for a cooler Monday, but that's a relative term as it should stay on the mild to warm side. And then some strong Santa Ana wind events are possible. The first one on Tuesday. No advisories or watches right now, but we're definitely expecting to see a pretty warm and very dry forecast. Believe it or not, we might actually even have some fire concerns coming into play by the middle of the work week. Currently, look at this, a lot of 70s out there and even upper 70s. We just got out of the 80-degree mark down in Ventura, which is really topping out in the mid-80s again. Boy, no complaints there. On the satellite, look at this. Boy, we have a lot of activity just to our north, but what happens is I put it in motion, it kind of washes out as soon as it gets to us, and that's all because the majority of the energy is well to our north. In fact, even Northern California is having a hard time squeezing any rainfall out of this, and that's just, again, because there's just not a lot of push to it. It's staying just too far to our north. You can see right there, a little bit of cloud cover right there. Maybe even a rain shower could possibly happen, but it looks like it just washes out. In fact, we're going to go ahead with an offshore flow pattern. Once we get into the middle of the work week and the second half, big area of high pressure will set up just to our northeast. Actually, big area of low pressure will race through, and then as the high fills in, you start getting the winds, and they turn in that clockwise motion right into Southern California. May actually see strong winds. That means very strong. But either way, it's going to be a very mild forecast as we get into the second half of the work week. Look at that tomorrow, mid-70s, even upper 70s. You can see that with the overnight lows in the 40s and 50s. 70 around Lompoc, Buellton at 74, Orca at 72, and Santa Maria, another nice day at 73. So we will go ahead and cool things down just a little bit as we head into the start of the work week. But watch what happens when I get to that forecast. You'll notice all areas starting to warm up nicely. In the ocean, we do have a building swell out there out of the northwest. Water still not that bad, actually, in your high tide and low tide times at the bottom. Your Santa Barbara forecast, look at that. We'll cool it off, but stays still above normal until we get into those Santa Anas. We'll kind of see an ebb and flow of some cool days, and then followed by the Santa Ana warmth, which would be for the middle of the week. And then as we head toward next weekend, look at that. Going to go ahead and put right back into the forecast, high 70s, even along the beaches, and especially with that Santa Ana. Might even be talking about 80s once we get into next weekend. In fact, the computer is hinting that if we do actually get these Santa Anas and they sort of kick into full gear, which is right now we're 50-50. It might just be a mild event versus a heavy Santa Ana. The heavy Santa Ana kicks in. We might even be talking about maybe a couple of 90s by next week.
Oh my gosh,
I know,
in
here
March.
We go. Yeah, here we go.
Oh my gosh, okay. Thanks for that, Sean. Well, fans flock to the movies to see the epic 300 Rise of an Empire.